I guess this week we just recently got some very concerning news about Sony and Kadokawa. But Sony is looking to buy potentially Kadokawa, which is the owner of Elden Ring and the Dark Souls developer FromSoftware. Now, if you've followed video games at all over the past, 10 to 15 years, there's been a dramatic shift at Sony. They've gone from being the corporation back in the 90s that allowed the games without censorship, when Nintendo was the one forcing the censorship, to basically being the company now that does the censorship. But it only seems to be towards like anime. They'll let sex scenes from, say, Last of Us 2 happen, but you get a little bit of anime boobage. Yeah, they seem to have issues with that.
なんで
すいません。
元気だ。
何やってるのベル君。いきなり逃げるなんて失礼でしょ。
You look over here, there's an article from Battling into Comics. This was earlier this year. As Sony continues to censor East Asian games, The Last of Us co-creator Neil Druckmann boasts that PlayStation parent company allows Naughty Dog creative freedom. So you can say they do or they don't, but what's concerning is Sony has recently bought out Funimation. They bought Right Stuff Anime. They've been buying up more and more things that are related to anime. I think they are the owner of Aniplex as well. So there's concerns from a lot of people about a potential monopoly and the power that they are going to hold in the anime and gaming industry, and we want to avoid that because of how potentially censorious they have been. I think that's the right word. Yes, I know that's not a word. Okay, I don't know what I was doing. I said it. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Anyway, so over on IGN, Sony is reportedly in talks to buy Kadokawa, whose subsidiary FromSoftware is behind smash hit Elden Ring, the Dark Souls and Armored Core games, and PlayStation exclusive Bloodborne. Reuters reports that Sony is looking to add to its entertainment portfolio. Kadokawa's business extends into areas that fit into Sony's broader entertainment offering, which includes anime, manga, TV, and film. Kadokawa is a prolific publisher of anime, and Sony already owns anime streamers Crunchyroll and Funimation. See, this is part of the problem we're having here. As well as FromSoftware, Kadokawa owns Danganronpa developer Spike Chunsoft, Octopath Traveler developer Acquire, and RPG maker and pixel game maker developer Gacha Games. Talks between Sony and Kadokawa are reportedly ongoing. If the talks are successful, Reuters said a deal could be signed in the coming weeks. Now, Sony and Kadokawa, according to this article, declined to comment, but I do know that Kadokawa did come out and make a statement on Twitter. This is very concerning to a lot of people. Like I said, Sony is not a company a lot of gamers and anime enthusiasts trust right now. They've made decisions in the past that have raised a lot of flags for people. So over on Twitter, Chibi Reviews basically stated, for the last half decade, they have been buying up the anime and manga market to gain a monopoly. If they acquire Kadokawa, they won't just own major light novel distribution, but also major anime studios. On top of that, they'll own the majority of FromSoftware, aka Dark Souls Gaming Studios. Sony is also the same company that has been actively censoring their gaming department in their recent Concord failure. This is the worst news for anime manga fans. Legit, this could destroy what we know and love if this goes through. That is a concern, and I tend to agree. Anime Koala goes on to say their control over the industry is absurd as it is, and even more so if this goes through. Also, censorship and regulation fears are even greater after this. Yeah, I would agree. All right, so there was an update over on the article Gematsu, update as of 11/20, so this was yesterday. Kadokawa Corporation has published a statement confirming reports that Sony Group Corporation has expressed the intent to acquire Kadokawa Corporation, but a decision has not yet been made. The full statement reads below. There are some articles on the acquisition of Kadokawa Corporation by Sony Group. However, this information is not announced by the company. The company has received an initial letter of intent to acquire the company's shares, but no decision has been made at this time. If there are any facts that should be announced in the future, we will make an announcement in a timely and appropriate manner. So just understand, this is a very bad thing over in the U.S. I don't know how the whole antitrust thing works now, since Kadokawa is probably Japanese owned, maybe potentially. I don't know where they, I think they're based in Japan, but Sony, they've moved their headquarters over here to the US. So I don't think they are under Japanese law when it comes to this. I think they're under American law. But sadly, don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But sadly, I don't think the US government has done a very good job lately of enforcing its antitrust, monopoly type rules. I don't think they have done a very good job with that. They are letting corporations get way too much power, and yeah, so I don't think this will be stopped. It should be. I hope it is, because I don't trust Sony. Sony is one of those corporations that, like I said earlier, they do have a history of censoring. Well, more recently have a history of censoring, and I'm one of those people that I want to see what the creators want to make. I don't want it to be censored. I want it to be fresh. I want it to be raw. I want it to be how the creators and the minds behind these games and manga truly want the content to be. And if I like it, I'll buy it. If I don't like it, I won't buy it. Let the market decide. So if there's more updates about this, I will probably post a follow-up video, but let me know what you guys think down below. Do you like this? Do you not like this? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll talk to you guys later.